Rahul Gandhi is upping the ante with his vote chori campaign, describing it as a fight to protect democracy. Despite the Election Commission rejecting his claims of a voter deletion in Karnataka, the leader of the opposition says that he stands by his allegations and now he's making it personal with India's youth. Posting on platform X, Rahul Gandhi wrote, and I quote, "The nation's youth, the nation's students, the nation's Gen Z will defend the constitution, protect democracy and stop vote theft. I will always be with them," unquote. Now, that earlier declaration of a vote deletion has sparked a storm as well, with the Election Commission calling his claims of voter deletion incorrect and baseless. Now, the Congress leader earlier shared what he called is a proof of votes being systematically deleted in Karnataka and elsewhere, while adding that Election Commission is aiding vote tampering. He says, and I quote, "I am going to show the youth, the people, proof that is black and white, absolutely clear that the Election Commission of India is protecting people who have destroyed Indian democracy. I will also show you the methods by which votes are added, deleted, and show you how it is done," unquote. Let's listen in to some of those reactions.
राहुल गांधी ने कल शाम 7:05 में एक ट्वीट किया है। देश के युवा, देश के स्टूडेंट, देश के जनरेशन जे संविधान को बचाएंगे, लोकतंत्र की रक्षा करेंगे और वोट चोरी को रोकेंगे। I repeat, Rahul Gandhi put up a post on the social media at 7:05 in the evening. The youth of the country, the students of the country and Gen J will safeguard the constitution and democracy and stop the stealing of the votes. क्या कहना चाहते हैं राहुल गांधी? आप कहना क्या चाहते हैं? कि एक जन जे के नाम पर देश में आप अराजकता फैलाना चाहते हैं? ये बहुत गंभीर सवाल है और ये पूरा ट्वीट किया गया और उनका इकोसिस्टम ने जन जे के नाम से ट्वीट करना शुरू किया। ये बहुत गंभीर विषय है। राहुल गांधी जानबूझकर लोकतंत्र को कमजोर कर रहे हैं, देश में अराजकता फैलाना चाहते हैं और हिंसा अराजकता को उकसा रहे हैं।
Any other institution, or he cannot shift the focus to something else. And whatever the narratives Pakistan creates, same narrative is propounded by Rahul Gandhi and his company here in India. So we have realized in last so many years, whatever Rahul Gandhi and his left group speaks about and tries to create a narrative in India, same thing is found to be used by the anti-Indian groups and the elements in Pakistan. So that similarity we have found over the years.
जेनजी क्या है? जो जनरेशन नेक्स्ट है, जो युवा है, वो अपने देश के बारे में क्या सोचते हैं, वो पॉलिटिक्स के बारे में क्या सोचते हैं और वो किस तरह का तख्ता पलट करते हैं। भारत में जेनजी ये काम कर चुका है। इसके अलावा जो अभी नेपाल और बांग्लादेश में हुआ है, जिसके साथ की राहुल गांधी अपने आप को जोड़ना चाहते हैं, दोनों जगह पर जेनजी क्या कह रहा है? हम परिवारवाद के खिलाफ हैं, परिवारवादी पार्टी के खिलाफ हैं। परिवारवाद कहां है? मोदी जी तो परिवारवादी नहीं है। मुझे लगता है कि गृहयुद्ध राहुल गांधी इस देश में भड़काना चाहते हैं और इसी गृहयुद्ध के आधार पर नेहरू जी ने, उनके दादाजी ने इस देश का बंटवारा किया। उसी गृहयुद्ध को करा के जेएनजी जैसे मुद्दे को उठाकर ये इस देश के टुकड़े टुकड़े करना चाहते हैं। सोरोस फाउंडेशन के साथ मिलकर भारतीय जनता पार्टी जेएनजी के आंदोलन के साथ रहेगी और मैं आपको चैलेंज करता हूं, दावे के साथ करता हूं कि पूरी गांधी फैमिली और गांधी फैमिली को सपोर्ट करते हुए जितनी परिवारवादी पार्टियां हैं, यदि वो इस देश से भागती हुई नहीं नजर आएंगी, फिर आप मुझे कहिएगा।
But even as the Karnataka Chief Electoral Officer responded to Congress's MP's claims of vote fraud in Aland constituency, stating that the poll body had already rejected all incorrect applications and an FIR was filed in the matter in 2023. The larger question remains is what exactly is Rahul Gandhi signaling at? Why is he turning to Gen Z, India's youngest and most restless demographic, as the defenders of democracy? And what are the implications if they do mobilize? Because we've seen examples already, from Bangladesh's street protest that toppled a government, to Nepal's massive Gen Z-led demonstration against social media bans, to Sri Lanka's youth storming the presidential palace amid an economic collapse. Could Rahul Gandhi's words push India's youth in a similar direction? Or is this simply political messaging aimed at energizing the next generation of voters? What does Rahul Gandhi's Gen Z card now mean for the Indian politics? Well, we'll have to wait and find that out. But meanwhile, Congress's Rajya Sabha MP Pramod Tiwari has hit out at the BJP leaders Nishikant Dubey and Subrat Pathak for misleading people by making wrong claims over Rahul Gandhi's tweet. Let's take a listen. Well, we'll get to that reaction in a short while from now. But now, of course, the BJP is not leaving any stone unturned. They are hitting at the Congress party, specifically Rahul Gandhi, asking him to stop insulting the democratic choice that the voters have made in the country. BJP says this is an attempt to destabilize the country. Ravi Shankar Prasad condemned Rahul Gandhi's Gen Z remarks strongly, saying that he is trying to weaken democracy, incite violence and bring in anarchy in India. This was in the specific reference to an earlier post by Rahul Gandhi in which the leader of the opposition said that the nation's youth, the nation's student, the nation's Gen Z will defend the constitution, protect democracy and stop vote theft, and I will always stand with them. BJP here says that because the Congress does not get votes, it is now trying to come in power through these means. And to discuss this further, I'm joined by an esteemed panel of guests this afternoon. I'm joined by Dr. Dharinder Tayyal, who's the national spokesperson of the BJP. I'm also joined by Dr. Pooja Tripathi, who's a national spokesperson of the Congress. Good afternoon to both of you. Thank you for taking our time and joining me here. I'll first go across to you, Ms. Pooja Tripathi. Ms. Pooja Tripathi, the BJP's foremost question over here is, what exactly is the intention of Rahul Gandhi? We've seen Gen Z toppling governments in Nepal recently. We saw it happen in Bangladesh, in Sri Lanka. Is Rahul Gandhi trying to take a leaf from it and create similar anarchy in India because your campaigns, your policies, your approach towards voters is not working against the BJP government?
What is Gen Z? Who is Gen Z, I ask? Gen Zs are those 18 to 28 years old, socially aware, politically conscious, the first-time voters, probably the first-time voters and the youngest voters of our democracy. Whose generations, whose future generations is endangered because what is going on in this country. I remember Rajiv Gandhi saying India is an old country but a young nation, and young India is impatient and I am too impatient and I want to build a self-reliant economy in India. And I think invoking Gen Z, invoking a politically conscious, I want to bring here just one example out of the million examples across the meme culture. There was this Nitin Gadkari who was saying that ethanol blending wala jo mileage kam hota hai, it's a paid campaign against him. You know how social media works. You know how this journalism works and everything. And there's this Gen Z influencer who came out, who showed a video where he was approached by the Nitin Gadkari government, promising him to pay 1,85,000. The whole mail trail he showed. He wrote the script in favor of the ethanol blending, and he was promised the money when this said script is uploaded on Instagram. There he went on social media and said, no, we voice our opinion, not because of some paid sum. And 1,85,000 is a huge sum. For, you're paying it to one influencer, there will be hundreds and thousands of influencers. So these Gen Zs are using, they have a strong digital identity. They know their place. They demand transparency, and they want to challenge the political norms. And that's why when Rahul Gandhi said, you can look at Nepal, you can look at Bangladesh, but India is a different country. We have seen how when we first came out with this vote chori press conference. There's this whole meme culture. There was this whole meme culture which was organic, which was directed at Election Commission of India, when Election Commission gave out and gave this absurd press conference ki maa behan betiyon ka CCTV chahiye. You know, taking humor, taking digital means in their hands, they actually attacked the institution, they actually attacked the bizarre logic, and they're telling the establishment, see, we are not foolish here. You know, we may be digitally connected, we may be socially aware, we may be politically conscious, and we are using memes to, you know, give you an answer, but we are not foolish here. And that's why when Rahul Gandhi has invoked youth, because look at what happened. There was a centralized attempt at deletion, and Congress said this was attempted deletion. We didn't say it was deletion.
Well, these are only claims as of now, Ms. Pooja Tripathi, that needs to be ratified still. Of course, we have been carrying out all that Rahul Gandhi has been saying as far as vote chori is concerned. But Dr. Tayal, you've heard what Pooja Tripathi has to say. The question that begs an answer now is that what is the harm if Rahul Gandhi is trying to reach out to the youth and ask them to be socially aware? What Ms. Pooja Tripathi is also trying to say is that we are living in this age of social media boom, whether we have platform X or we have AI at our disposal, and the Congress party being in the opposition is trying to use them as a tool for a larger outreach. What is the harm, Dr. Tayal?
Absolutely no harm in reaching out to the youth or the middle-aged or the old, any citizen of the country. The problem is, what is the intent and how is the intent? The intent is a desperation where Rahul Gandhi is basically saying, either I rule India or I ruin India. He is seeing that if something is happening in Nepal, can I please somehow get back to par? I've been out of par for so long and my finances are not going to support me any longer. Please, I have tried every card in the book. Everybody I've approached China, I've approached Pakistan, I've approached the OBC, I've approached the women. Please now, kids, can you come and help me? That is what is happening. The idea is to cause some unrest in the country. When there are established democratic procedures, why is he so scared of going to the Supreme Court? If he has hydrogen bombs with him, because Supreme Court will tell him, Mr. Gandhi, you are not a true Indian. That is what Supreme Court has told him. So the idea basically, and look at he's the leader of the opposition. And what is the statement he's making? The statement he's making, if Gen Z leaves, I shall be with them. Man, you are supposed to be leading, isn't it? Now you want to hide behind kids. Is that what you want to do? The problem is Gen Z is saying, they are telling a 55-year-old youth, please get out of the way and make way for us. But the nepotism that is there, that is what the Gen Z is against, and that nepotism is characterized by the Congress party. That is exactly what is happening, but he should understand that the institutions of this country are extremely strong, and a Rahul may come and a Rahul may go, but India is not going to get destabilized. The institutions are strong. If he has the guts, let him take his things and go to the Supreme Court and say, here it is. What does he put forward in Karnataka? First he said 6,019 votes were deleted. Then
Okay,
he said,
I have paucity of
deleted.
time. A point taken, Dr. Tayal. Last few words, Dr. Tripathi. What Mr. Tayal is saying is that why is Rahul Gandhi trying to hide behind the Gen Z? You, of course, can exhort the voters at large, but why are you not leading as leader of the opposition? Why do you need them to show you the way?
We want a people-centric movement against the vote theft that's going on in the country. You know, I am the leader, wish me happy birthday, this is the format. Rahul Gandhi doesn't practice that politics. We saw Vishwanathan Anand, exposing the whole PR propaganda around my Modi story and happy birthday. Rahul Gandhi doesn't believe in that. And it's a people's movement. Nobody's a leader here. As you know, and that's why we are.
Okay, you are saying it's a people's movement. Dr. Tayal, do you think that this is an organic people's movement or is it being orchestrated? I have paucity of time. I will have to wrap this conversation. 30 seconds to you, Dr. Tayal.
It is neither a people's movement nor are they able to orchestrate it. In fact, I have been told that after the vice president election, they said something was wrong with the motherboard of the ballot paper also. So something was engineered there. That is why their votes went haywire. I don't know what more they want. वो वहाँ vote चोरी कैसे हुई? कौन कर गया? You wanted paper ballot. So there is nothing in this. It is a desperate attempt to save his company, to save Indian Congress Private Limited. That is what it is.
All right. We have paucity of time, and that was I've indulged both Dr. Tripathi and Mr. Tayal over again into this conversation. But the moot issue over here is that the new age tools are being used to woo the voters, whether it's the Congress Party, the BJP, they have the same instruments at large. But this Gen Z has now become the moot issue of which the BJP is looking rattled by, while the Congress Party is using to their advantage.